been imprisoned there, to show the world what life was really like, to show the world who was really there. I thought that if I could capture all the small moments of joy and beauty, of friendship and brotherhood, of hardship and the struggle to survive, all the moments that united us and bonded us, that I could maybe change the way people thought about Guantanamo. I thought it was important to capture these moments and to tell them from our point of view, the way we experienced them. These are important stories to tell, and I didn't want them told by someone else who didn't live them with us. In 2010, when I was transferred for the first time to communal living, I started writing those moments down. I talked to my brothers, and together we remembered what had happened to us. As I wrote these stories down, I called them Moments from Guantanamo, and I sent them as letters first to my attorney, Andy Hart, and then in their entirety to my attorney, Beth Jacob. I wrote the stories as accurately as I could. We didn't have clocks or watches for years, so the first drafts of Moments from Guantanamo were unanchored in time, just like we were. But even though we had lost track of time and our connections to the outside world, we remembered what happened to us. I have changed some names and details to protect the identities of the brothers, guards, and camp staff. In 2018, I started working with Antonio Aiello to turn my Moments from Guantanamo into a book. We spent hundreds of hours on Skype calls, going through my letters and manuscripts, reliving my time at Guantanamo, anchoring my stories in time and place, and threading them all together as a narrative. It was hard reliving those years and processing what happened to me. Sometimes I remembered something new and became depressed. Sometimes I got frustrated with Antonio for asking me the same questions over and over again, until he finally understood an important moment. Many of us suffer from bouts of PTSD, and years of living with harsh, bright lights damaged our eyes and left us with crushing headaches. All of this can make it hard to work. Sometimes I just wanted to quit and forget the book even existed, so that I wouldn't have to go back to Guantanamo. I never intended to write the book as my story. It was always supposed to be about all our stories. It was supposed to be the story of Guantanamo. But I realized that by telling my story, I was able to tell the larger story of Guantanamo and the stories of all my brothers, so that the world would experience our Moments of Guantanamo together with us. Guantanamo still haunts me, and I still live every minute of my life with the stigma of being a Guantanamo detainee. I hope that by completing this book and sharing it with the world, I can begin to quiet those ghosts and chip away at the stigma. I hope that people begin to understand who we really are. I believe art and storytelling are how we take people on journeys into our souls. Please allow me to take you on a journey through Guantanamo. Buckle up and prepare yourself. I will be your guide, but don't worry, you won't have to wear the orange jumpsuit, shackles, or hood. You will be free every night to leave behind the fences and isolation cells and rejoin your life. But I think you will come back and join me again, to see a side of Guantanamo few people have experienced, where, yes, there is much pain, but there are also unexpected moments of beauty and joy that will take your breath away. This is my Guantanamo. Part 1. Arrival. Chapter 1. I waited in darkness for death. The interrogators were done with me. "You aren't valuable enough to keep alive," they said. I didn't have the intelligence they wanted on Al-Qaeda's chain of command. They bound my hands with duct tape, then taped my eyes and ears. They taped my mouth and then pulled a hood over my head. They dragged me outside into the cold and forced me to my knees. I hadn't seen the light of day in weeks, and I thought I would never see blue sky again.